Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII on the Mysterious JG. I'm here on my own this time. No lethal, no Zerfall. Just me, Lightning, and Hope on the codec. Um, I'd be embarrassed if Lethal knew, but I did some grinding off screen. I felt like, watching riff tracks and grinding in this game. So I actually, after the last video, snuck off to the, what is his name? He's the patron, the patron's palace. Snow is the patron in this game. And I went there and grinded against those Anubis enemies and the Desdemonas, or the Desmons, or they're the robot guys. Sorry, pardon me. But I grinded against those guys to get a bunch of EP, and also to get heavy attack drops from the Anubises, since I'm using that on one of my primary attacking garbs. Now I can grind those up and combine them and get higher levels. So I think it was worthwhile. So if you're like, wait, if you grinded for EP, why do you have so little? I just went back and kind of loaded the game and recreated the circumstances of getting Radolf's journal, but not reading it. All you have missed is Lightning saying Radolf didn't want me to read his journal, and respecting his wishes is the didn't want me to read this, and respecting his wishes is the right thing to do. And then Hope says, "I knew you'd say that, Light. Let's go back to Luxurian and give it to him." So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to load a game where we're taking the more interesting path in which we do read his journal. But this does involve me having to figure out where he is, and I don't have. Who are you?
There's a man who comes out here to read his journal every day.
Yeah, I'm looking for that man. Where is he? There's Marion.
I like old Renolf. He's one of my favorites.
Well, where's Renolf? This is where he's supposed to be, isn't it?
Strange.
Oh, now I don't know where he is, and that's kind of annoying. I can't, You are not Renolf. You're some other avid reader. Be nice if he was marked on the map.
Get your freshly baked muffins here.
Yeah, he sits right here and
Let's
reads.
see, my next customer is...
So I don't know where the hell he went. This is probably, I ran afoul of one of those he is around at certain times of day deals. So, irritating. Alright, let me, I should have one open anyway. Let me get a, side quest guide for, I had one open for Yuznan because I was, thinking that we would be there for this video. Luxurian side quests. Let's see if we can figure out where the hell this guy is. This will take a second. How far are we into the video here? Because I didn't realize this was going to be an issue. We just started. Okay. And... yeah, he's not going to be around until tomorrow morning. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's not going to be around until tomorrow. Wow, fuck! It's like the second attempt at this video, too, because I started a video and then was messing around with saves, realized I didn't have one at the right place, and just let it go. I don't have an easy way to make time pass now, because, don't have an easy way to get time to pass, because, there's like no enemies for us to kill around here. I've extinguished everything. And usually finding an enemy and then running away and having it cost you an hour of game time is the simplest way to kill time. In my defense, like, this has nothing to do with me being scrimping for EPs. Like, we were already in a position where we didn't have enough.
The train will leave soon.
We'll just travel back and forth to places that take a while to get to. For a better future, when just starting out on the path to becoming a researcher, Robotnik Jr., I guess, lost his father and his direction in life. His appraising skills taught to him by his father were all he had left. But when the desert boon... whatever. Okay. I just love trains so
The train will
much.
leave soon.
That's the only reason I even rode. Don't know why this is, was I confused about what time it was? It seems like it took longer to get here than it would have taken. Like, I was picking the place of the longest time to arrive, but it was only going to take me 30 minutes to get back to where I'd come from, unless I misread something.
This here is Wildland Station. Go ahead and board the train.
Luxurian South. There you go, 4:30. So that'll be pretty close. I mean, we'll have to sit around for a minute waiting for him to just... It'll be amusing. If we stand exactly where he's supposed to be, will he just spontaneously appear? Will he just, like, you know, form out of fireflies or something? We're going to have a similar issue. I'm going to be limited in what we can do while waiting for the time to be right for the to go. We have to go. Sorry, I had a, like I said, I had a brief start to a video which I just abandoned, and I think during that video I mentioned. Somebody has already talked about this in the comments, but I was already aware of it too. I just hadn't made the time for it. There's a garment grid outfit, whatever you want to call it, for lightning that we can get by talking to all the Chocobo girls in Yuznan. But when I finally had set up, okay, now we're in Yuznan, let's go ahead and knock this out, I realized that this is another one that has to happen at certain times of day. It has to happen, I think, between 5 p.m. and like 3 a.m. and the save slot I was on, it was just after 3. Because I had gone off and done grinding, where you lose a little bit of time at a time, but not much time. And is that him? No. That was just generic
Right.
NPC.
Keep in mind that it's almost time for you to return to the Ark.
Yeah, he just fades into existence. So we will hand over the journal.
Hello, you've returned. Could it be? Do you have it?
Yeah, it took a while, but
I have a
found your
thin
journal.
mustache, yes.
Incredible.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know
sorry,
how to
that's
thank you. May I?
Yeah, thank you.
What? No. It can't be. Did this happen to me?
What?
But it did, didn't it? For centuries, I averted my eyes from this horrid past. I created false memories to replace what had really happened.
Memories of liking
I don't
muffins.
quite follow what you're saying. What was written in that thing?
I had a wife and child.
And a clock.
Wait, I thought you said you
An
never
enormous
had a family.
clock. A gigantic
I
clock.
thought too, until I read this. But now, I remember everything. I had a family,
I was a family man.
beautiful wife, and lovely daughter.
I had a lovely
They were
daughter.
everything to me. The light of my life.
You are the sunshine of my life.
They were taken from me in the most horrific and gruesome manner. As hard as they tried,
Unregistered
the authorities
taxi.
never found the culprit. I was overwhelmed by rage, the need for vengeance, and grief.
Are you going to ask me to extinguish all skeletons?
And made it go away.
And reading the journal has broken that seal. It made you remember everything again.
Oh well.
Ralph, let me help you find him. I've made you remember your pain. At least let me help you find the truth.
And then give me quest rewards.
No need for that. No need
Please.
for revenge.
Girl,
just
please.
the truth. I've been without my memories for quite a long time now. Because I couldn't cope.
I just gotta drink him out of my head again.
Just helped me forget the pain, but I'd also forgotten the blissful days I'd spent with my lovely family.
Could we create something where I remember only the good parts and somehow my brain is rendered incurious about what happened to my family?
For the times I spent with my family. I don't need anything more than that. That's all I want.
Well, I guess you've got everything you want then, great.
Situation would be burning with rage.
Of course I'm
Like
angry.
Rembrandt rage.
I haven't forgiven the one behind us. There's little time left in the world for all of us. I don't want to spend the rest
The
of
best
my days
revenge
being
is to do
miserable.
nothing.
I want to relive the memories I had with my loved ones instead.
By bringing them
I
back
know
as
the days I had
zombies.
with my family were short-lived, but they were the best days of my life.
Okay.
Thank you. You've helped me
You're
retrieve the
welcome.
most important thing in the world. My forgotten memories.
Quest complete. So we get a dull grudge knife, 900 gil, and some stats.
I'm glad it all worked out. Although, there are still a lot of unanswered questions. But what do you think, Light?
If Renolf's okay with not knowing the truth, so be it. I want him to spend his last days in peace. He's a good man and deserves happiness. We're
What's
done
so
here.
good about him?
Let's leave him be.
I wonder where Renolf is today.
He's supposed to be eating my muffins. He serves no other purpose in this life.
I haven't seen Renolf yet.
Yeah, that wandering woman appears to exist only to observe the presence of Renault. Okay. So, went to a lot of trouble to recreate that, but it gave us a bit of dialogue that we got to have a little bit of fun with, so I think it all worked out. Let me try not to accidentally quit out of the game, because I have to select my profile every time, which opens up this thing which offers to kick me out of the game, and if I'm just slamming the buttons as fast as I can to try to get through the prompts, the defaults will take me out of the game rather than where I want to go. So yeah, here's the one where it looks like I spent like 8 hours grinding. That is not quite accurate. I left it on at one point while I was out doing something else. But no, a decent chunk of grinding in terms of time spent. Not a ton of rewards, but I was enjoying watching some stuff. And we will now be back in Yuznan. It will be too late to go visit Ronald, or whatever his name is. Juan Carlos, I want to call him now. It'll be a little late to visit him. There's got to be something I could do while I'm here. Again, it might be too late. There was somebody hanging around the entrance to the Augur's Quarter. And really, anybody who has a name, I should probably check in with them in case they're part of a quest that is in process. Because I've learned, just because they don't have stars next to their name doesn't mean that they're actually not part of a quest that you have triggered without realizing that they are, required. Okay, well, we never actually found this. This is part of a quest that we haven't started yet, I guess. Yeah, this having things be time sensitive makes it tough to be a completionist. I'm pretty sure it's all part of an effort to make the game experience seem different every
Hello
time.
and
But
welcome. We keep only the best in stock here.
the best.
Oh,
Do not need anything. Thank you. Nothing can be finer than to talk to these diviners in the morning. Yeah, we're pretty much okay for money. Okay, the magic words, the Chocobo girls. Glad we've got this back alley poster.
Until the Augur's Quarter is up and running again, I'll be here helping the city and my savings. This little business here only survives with some friendly give and take. So you can give, and I'll do the take.
Hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I know where that goes, and I'm not interested in. Song of the Savior, girl chosen by God. You have what it takes to be at the Coliseum. The Coliseum also closed. There's really not a whole lot you can do right now. These are the best hours for fighting monsters to just grind. But other than I know that those little hoplite robot monsters actually do have a last one. I could grind against them. See, there was somebody here that you could do a quest with, but again, she's probably only available. She's probably not available at this exact time.
Delicious. A little something for your sweet tooth. See you.
Wouldn't want to be you. Yeah, at this point, I'm just looking around for any quests I could actually do that you're allowed to be doing at 4 o'clock in the morning. The game is like, go to bed.
My fine lady.
It's a 24/7 clothes shop. Oh, that reminds me though, we did buy It's been a huge honor, I'm sure. While off screen, I did buy a new, even fancier version of this shield, so we now have the tier 3 version of the shield I'm using on my defensive pleasure.
This is an announcement from the Recreation and Leisure Committee.
It's about finding joy. It's about finding
Due to
pleasure.
the incident that occurred during the recent performance, all events
I
in the
can't help
immediate
it. That
area have
Choco
been
Chow
suspended
jingle
until
just
further
gets
notice.
stuck in my head.
Chaos activity is also increasing. Visitors are asked to exercise due caution when on the streets.
So there ain't nothing to do here either. There ain't nothing to be done.
Seems like the theater in the Augur's Court. It's a bit sad.
Yeah. Okay. We've exhausted our possibility to do much of anything until 6. So the only thing I can think of to do is we can go kill a couple of these hoplites. I don't remember how much. It'll give us a chance to run around the city and see if we missed anything. I don't think they give you very much with each one you defeat. And what is that? Said to examine something. I guess there's a... Oh. All charges against Savior have been dropped. It's weird. The map indicates that there's a way to...
Savior might be the angel of death, but she's our only hope.
Okay. Seems like there's something kind of on the edge of the map there, but we can't get to it. You see what I mean? There's like this, it looks like through there somewhere is a way to proceed further that way, but I'm not seeing it. Somewhere there's a quest where these treasure chests playing music have to be unlocked.
I hear some firework nut is opening a shop.
Okay. And there's some quest where we're supposed to find chocobo chicks that... Clearly I'm finding them hanging around, but I don't know. It's not letting me do anything with them. I'm supposed to have talked to somebody who's like, locate chocobo chicks and my soul will be saved. And I have yet to come across that person.
Do you have soul seeds? A deal's a deal. Here. I've got a story for you. Care to hear it? People have
Yeah,
been
let me
alive
find
for
out what your
hundreds
weird
of
ass
years.
deal is.
You'd think people would go crazy with no end in sight, but most folks manage to get on with their lives as usual.
We're
Don't you think
really
that's a
not
little
complex
strange?
beings.
It's as if they've lost something. It's like There's something missing. Years ago, one alchemist concocted a theory about it. According to him, the part of what's missing from us, from all human beings, is the soul seed we're all born from. But he wasn't happy just proposing a theory. He wanted to test it too. You know what he did? He consumed a seed. He
And got a
extracted
soul,
its
the
essence,
end.
whipped it into a potion, and drank it. What do you think happened to the alchemist next? Moments
They
later,
turned out
he
to be
threw
me.
himself into the chaos, never to be seen again. Maybe once it was consumed, the soul seed transformed into some kind of poison. Or maybe he was able to retrieve the part of him that was missing,
Or maybe,
but was unable to deal
I'm
with the world's reality.
having graphical
I guess
glitches in
we'll
my
never
legs.
know. None of us are interested in you. We don't know you, and we don't care. We just want the seeds.
Well, then what? Yeah, so all the seeds merchants are jerks. It seems like if you sell a certain number of them, they... Why is there a monster up here? Seems like if you sell them a certain number of seeds, they tell you their story, but they still don't want to hear yours.
It is almost time for you to return to the yard.
Great.
Unfurl the wings of death. I'll bring back lost time.
I guess these
Better get
guys...
ready for the next fight.
I guess they pop up around here. I didn't realize that before. They give you very low EP rewards. Like, I don't think it's ever possible to farm them in a way that's... Unless you're in the chaos. Where you get +1 to your EP drop. Farming them is never an effective way to... You know, maintain... Like, to gain EP. Like, you don't use Chronostasis and then fight them and get more than the 1 EP that Chronostasis cost you back. Because they just drop too small an amount. So the Hoplite guys are over here. Like, I think I'll barely have time to get to where they are before the day's over, and this trip will have been for naught, but eh. We got more of these jerks. They're kind of not worth fighting.
Your
I'm
sword
trying to
is my
think,
wonder.
is there a point really in fighting them? I mean, they can tank some more damage than some of the things I've been fighting, which isn't necessarily fun. It just means it takes forever to beat them.
I'm no thief. Okay, let's do this.
Let's do
You
this.
never stood a chance.
No, it really didn't. Didn't make for an interesting fight either. Alright, so if we go through here, the Hoplites should start spawning. I'd sort of already accepted that whenever we go to the dungeon of the last ones, we'll just fight the Hoplite there. It's the last Hoplite, the Hoplite Omega. I was planning to just fight there, but now since we have nothing else to work on, I thought I would see.
Your soul is mine. Go to hell.
Northeast Edmonton.
So eager to die. Final words?
It really didn't say anything, Lightning, but okay. We're over a third of the way towards having 8 EP instead of 7.
There's really not much time left until you need to
you.
return to the
I know that. Hope, chillax. I keep forgetting how you actually progress through this part here. I guess you... No, that's not it. Yeah, I think I well and truly am not even going to get to where these things are before I run out of time. Oh well. Can I just jump down there and fight it?
36. Don't be alarmed when the teleportation process starts. It can be...
I'm alarmed. The teleportation process has started. Ah! These things really strong. They're strong against physical, weak against elements. That's probably part of it. Yeah, that's how I should be killing them. That was way faster than using physicals if I'd just gone there earlier. No, I don't have D-Shell set up, and it's not really worth the trouble. Hey, we got Silver Malastone. That's kind of worthwhile loot. I am just not remembering how to get to this next, You have to get up above here somehow, don't you? Yeah, that's right. Okay, you cross this thing. And we won't make it, but yeah, this is the route, so for future reference, this is where we go to get to, where those, dudes are. And then you fall. And, no, you're not supposed to fall. But, it's fine. We're gonna go have a little chat with Hope. See what he's got going on. I believe we've already unlocked the 13th and final day, so everything we get from this point is just giving us stats and a sense of being a completionist. And that includes the 2 optional super bosses, both of which I'm going to take a shot at, but I don't even know if you're supposed to be able to beat them on the first playthrough on normal. Alright, Yggdrasil, here's your frickin' spirits. Hope you're happy.
You that rules over all life.
Good life.
On the very
I
last
that rules
day,
over all life.
flower
Check
bloomed.
me out. Oh, never mind. I guess I just unlocked the ultimate. 5 days to the end, and it's day 8. So yeah, we got 13. I think we just got enough to get 13. I think this is when I'm officially turning in the EP from doing the quest with Caius, even though they claimed we didn't get souls from that, but I believe for purposes of unlocking days with the Yggdrasil, it still counts. EP ability Army of One has been unlocked. And that's right, because press LT while overclock is active to unleash a devastating flurry of blows. Ah, so you gotta use overclock and Army of One to get anything out of it, but there you go. Because that's one of the things, Knight of Etro has, oh, no it doesn't. It's not Knight of Etro, it's, is it the, Wappet? Oh yeah, I got a bunch of Death Heralds from fighting those guys, too. Overture, Arsenal of One. Slight increase to damage done by Army of One. Okay, so this outfit isn't helping. It's the, it doesn't help with Army of One. If I was willing to switch back to Overture, which would mean a drastic reduction in Well, it wouldn't be a drastic reduction, but no, Chaos's Revenge is a better weapon than Overture. So Arsenal of 1. It says slightly increase. I will take it at their word. I think we got full EP back at the end of the day anyway. So this is silly. If I'd known that, I really could have gone and just hunted Hoplites. But I think it's okay. I don't know that we need to extinguish Hoplites.
What exactly was that white chocobo story? Light,
What's it
you
steal?
said you knew him? Did you call him Odin?
Yeah, I knew him. I called him Odin. Let me tell you about
It was
Odin.
Yule who told me. I knew there was
Yeah, his
something
name
about
was
that
Odin.
chocobo from the moment I first met him. Turns out Odin was reincarnated as the Angel of Valhalla just to help me again.
I
Reincarnation.
feel really silly, by the way. I've forgotten that you get all of your EP
EP
back.
Reborn? Can they choose when and where? Or is it all up to fate?
Odin finding me was no coincidence, and I believe Sarah will be reborn and that we'll meet again when she is. Even if I can't
This is all
see her
because you
now
met a
or talk to
chocobo.
her, I know she wants to see me again. She has to.
Otherwise, this whole quest is kind of crap. Part of me just wants to take my frustrations out on Snow. This is your fault. Anyway, I grinded off screen for EP and then realized, well, you know, I felt like doing some stuff anyway, and it increased the attack power of my heavy attack. But I'm now realizing that almost like the main thing I thought I was getting out of it, reloading EP, was dumb. It didn't actually do anything for me because I got a free fill up of EP anyway. That being said, I could be a little bit more relaxed about using EP now that I remember that. I just have to sort of recall that I've got refill coming at the end of each day, and when we come back next time, I'm gonna have to figure out which side quests I want to work on. See you